I often say that I believe firmly that music is something that we all need in our lives. It may not be every day, it may not be all day, but many days in our lives, we need music. This, I feel, is a perfect example. This musician and song I've never heard of before until a few days ago. Because as many of you may know, we've lost a legend in the wrestling industry, Hulk Hogan, and I'm a big wrestling fan. So as I was watching a documentary and stuff of them, people mourning Hulk Hogan's passing, I started to hear this song and I liked what I heard. Then I stopped it because I said, let me react to this. So this is a dedication and tribute to Hulk Hogan. This is also to show support to the musician that I heard. I'll tell you a little bit about him in a moment. His name is Alex Warren, and the song is called Ordinary. And we'll talk about some other things. If you're new to the channel, welcome. This is a conversational channel. So in the meantime, what I want you to do is sit back in your comfy couch, relax, and wait until Taz reacts. All right, all right, all right. So I gave the name and the title of the song. This is at the 2025 American Music Awards, so very recent, of course. Um, and yeah, as I started to hear it, I heard like maybe 30 seconds of it. I started to feel a certain way because I'm like I love the sound of it, and then it was being played talking about Hulk Hogan. So that's the power of music, people. The power of music can move us in so many different ways. It has us tapped into all different types of emotions. And I thought this be a perfect time. Um, Hulk Hogan's been around so long, he makes me reminisce of when I was a child, and then I was a teenager, and then I was a young adult, and now I'm an older adult. So he's been in my existence long enough that it's impactful when you know, wow, they're now gone. And I've had this effect, of course, with many other great legends out there, whether it's music or entertainment, because they're part of your lives, if you watch them and see them enough. So, you know, let's have a moment, 5 seconds of silence for Hulk Hogan, okay? Thank you for that. And if this applies to you, anybody that you personally lost recently or you think about, that goes out to you as well. We all mourn and grieve in our own ways, but luckily we have music to get us through many times of darkness. That said, so a little bit about Alex Warren. I only do a little bit of research, not a lot, because this is not a research channel, and I don't like researching heavily. Being honest. So, Alexander Warren Hughes is a singer, songwriter, influencer, and YouTuber who blends humor, creativity, and storytelling to connect with his audience. He first gained fame for his relatable YouTube challenges and vlogs from 2019 to 2022. He was a founding member of the TikTok group Hype House. In 2021, he started releasing music independently and signed with Atlantic Records the following year. Okay, so that's pretty cool. I did not know that. But now I know. So yeah, so the song is called Ordinary. My focal point is to always support the musicians first. Please, the free version is subscribing to their channel, liking and commenting to their songs. The unfree, if they have any music or merchandise for sale and you're able to, please purchase it. Simply put, imagine if it was you. If it was you, wouldn't you like support um, from viewers and hopefully fans? There you go. The musicians are the focal point to support first. Support me second. I really, I really appreciate that as well. Yeah, I will commentate afterwards because I don't pause the music portion. Okay, so I want you all to sit back, relax, and wait till Taz reacts.
They say the holy water's watered down. This town's lost its faith, our colors will fade eventually. So if our time is running out, day after day, we'll make the mundane our masterpiece. Oh my love. I take one look at you, you're taking me out the ordinary. I want you laying me down to a dead berry on the edge of your knife, staying drunk on your vibe. The angels up in the clouds, not jealous, no one we found. Saw me so out, the ordinary. You got me kissing the ground, we sanctuary. Shatter me with your touch, oh Lord, return me to dust. The angels up in the clouds, not jealous, no one we found. Hopeless, hallelujah, on this side of heaven's gate. All my life, hallelujah. Breathe in, take my breath away. And you fall to our pain. You're the sculptor, I'm the clay. All my mind taking me out, the ordinary. I want you laying me down, forget it, baby. On the edge of your mind, staying drunk on your vine. The angels up in the clouds, I'm jealous, no one we found. Tell me to ever leave, are you the next to see? Never you next to me. Oh my mind, until I saw your light. I thought you had to die to fight something so out the ordinary. I want you laying me down to a dead and buried on the edge of your knife, staying drunk on your vibe. The angels up in the clouds, our jellies know we found. Something so out the ordinary. You got me kissing the ground, you sanctuary. Shatter me with your touch, oh Lord, return me to dust. The angels up in the clouds, our jellies know we found.
I finally got to hear the whole song. So, like I said, I heard initially the first 30 seconds. And if a song captures you in 30 seconds, that says a lot. So, it was so beautiful and tender the way the songs were sang, and it had those moments of crescendos, which I like songs that build. And then I chose the live one because I never heard of him before in general, and I never heard the full song. So I wasn't sure if I wanted to do an OMV or see if there was a live. I'll react to both in general. Usually it doesn't matter. But since this is in tribute to Hulk Hogan, I thought, oh, maybe it makes more sense to pick a live, you know. So, and then I said, oh, it said 2025 American Music Awards. So I'm like, oh, so that's recent. So there you go. So it was a nice seeing like a choir, a choir, a chorus behind him. That's such a great feeling when you have a choir behind you singing. I've heard many, many singers sing a song live, and then there's a choir that comes behind them, and it's hard to describe the type of, because to me, like, they're more than just background singers. Nothing against background singers. I love them too if they sound good, but a choir, I don't know if it's some type of heavenly thing that gets me, because I'm not a religious person, but it's still, I don't know what the hell it is, but whatever it is, it feels good. And it really puts an emphasis on whatever a singer is saying, at least in my interpretation. So whatever the lyrics are, when I hear a choir, it feels like it puts the exclamation point. It takes the period away from the sentence and adds an exclamation point. That's the only way I can describe it. So that was really, really beautiful. And then the lyrics, I like the lyrics, how it makes me feel like, you have like this ordinary situation, or you have this ordinary sense of self, but then there's someone who makes you feel extraordinary, or you feel that they're extraordinary, and you feel like something super special. And I think knowing that now or thinking that now, that's a perfect song for him because so many people loved and adored him. He was an icon. Like I said, he was in everyone's homes. He was a staple in people's minds. I grew up watching him. So that was an extraordinary situation because those were times when you felt good. You know, you go home, you turn on the TV, you see him there. You know, people had a sense of excitement. It was something that made them not just feel ordinary. They felt special. They felt awesome. So it makes sense that this song would be sang when you hear like a tribute to him. You know, tell me if you agree down in the comments. Like I like the reference that he said. I don't think I've ever heard that type of reference before. He was talking about in the lyrics how like the angels would be jealous. Like, you know, if you're talking about angels in heaven, like how divine and glorious they are, and you're like, they would be jealous. It brings it, it elevates it to like a ethereal, celestial type of vibe, which again makes sense because he's now gone and passed. But it's almost saying like, okay, if the angels would be jealous of you, that takes this feeling, this ordinary feeling, to something that's profound and that's beautiful and that's such a higher magnitude than how you normally were feeling. Like you would be jealous, the angels would be jealous of this extraordinary person or this extraordinary situation that I'm a part of. So I like that metaphor. Really, really powerful there. Let me know like what Hulk Hogan meant to you. Like if you were an actual fan of his, but if you're not, like if you're popping in here because you just like Alex Warren and you're not necessarily a wrestling fan, which is fine, tell me someone in your life that's an extraordinary person themselves, or they make you feel extraordinary. You know, like maybe they uplift you and make and make you feel good about yourself, and they make you feel powerful, as it were. I want to know your thoughts. This is an interactive channel, so it's not just me talking to you. I like it when you talk back. So that would be in the form of a comment. So tell me your thoughts. Tell me your thoughts, how you like this song and things like that. Okay. Yeah. The power of music. I say that often in many reactions. So not to sound like a parrot, but the power of music. I firmly believe if music did not exist, can you just imagine? I want you all take a moment here and listen to this. Like just listen to the words I'm about to say. Imagine how the world would be if there was absolutely no music anywhere. Like if it was prohibited and there was no way for you to bring it up on your phone, on the radio, in your car, somehow. Imagine that. Scary, isn't it? You know, because I'm not talking about imagine if it never existed, because then we wouldn't know any better. But if right now you've been listening to music for a long time, some longer than others, depending on how old you are, if all of a sudden it just stopped, that's a scary ass thing. Can't imagine life without no music. So since that's not the case, enjoy it, embrace it. It causes so many different feelings. So if you're having a good day, you might want to hear a song that makes you feel even better. If you're having a bad day in particular, there's songs out there that can make you feel better or feel you're not alone or encourage you or empower you. Or there's songs that could cry right along with you. Sometimes crying can be good. It cleanses your soul. It gets shit out your system and stuff like that. So yeah, but yeah, the power of music. Tell me a song. It doesn't have to be from Alex Warren per se, but tell me if there's a particular song from a musician or and the title of the song down in the comments. That's like your go-to song when you're having a bad day. I would love to know. I hope a lot of you write something down in the comments. I want to know where your mind are. I want to know if it's a song that maybe I've heard of before or not. And then you never know. I might end up reacting to it if I never heard of it. So what is your one top or one of your top go-to songs that you play for yourself when you're having a bad day? Tell me down in the comments. That being said, this is the part of the show where I do a thumbs up pass if I like a song, thumbs down ass if I don't like a song. If you were paying attention, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Very, very cool. So yeah, we've been losing a lot of greats recently. So while I'm on the subject, within the past, 2 weeks? So we've lost Hulk Hogan, we've lost Ozzy Osbourne, and we lost Malcolm Jamal Warner. I watched all of them. Um, Malcolm longer, like Malcolm is when I was, well, Malcolm and Hulk Hogan, I watched in my childhood up until now in adulthood. So they're the most impactful that they're gone to me. Ozzy Osbourne, I watched here and there in my older years, and then there was a show where Ozzy and his son had like a TV series where they traveled around and stuff. So I'm glad that his son got to have that moment with him. It was a pretty cool series. Um, but so respect to many other greats and legends who are now gone. I know it's inevitable, but you don't like it. Let's be honest. You still don't like it. You still know that there's no new stuff you're going to hear from them, but at least we have memories. Thank goodness for memories. Thank goodness for music. The two good, important M's in the world. Um, all right. So thank you all for watching. If you want to see another reaction that I have done, because there's a lot, then I want you to check out over there. I appreciate your support for the channel. Any donations are welcome. A lot goes back into the channel. One love. I want you to take it easy and keep it breezy.